Kellyanne, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. All right, conservatives, this is a rally. Let's get loud. Good morning, Pennsylvania Patriots! Woo! That's how we do a rally. We need to let everybody hear us. Who here loves America? Who here loves guns? Thank you, American gun-loving folks, for coming out here today to support our Second Amendment rights and to show all of our public servants that we are united in our front to protect our right to keep and bear arms. We, the gun owners, we continue to be under attack by well-funded anti-gun groups who believe their position is more important than our constitutional rights. Boo! There you go, get loud! So at every corner in every state, there are threats from the strong anti-gun proposed legislation, and they want to take away our God-given right to self-defense. How do you feel about that? Boo. That needs to be louder. Boo! Right. So these groups have invaded Pennsylvania with their millions of dollars. You've heard it here a couple of times. And they're going to try to buy their way, pushing for gun control. Are you going to let that happen, Pennsylvania? No, we are not. We keep seeing pushes for bans, restrictions, red flag laws, which, by the way, is straight up gun confiscation, right? And registries, which is against our PA Constitution. Like Kim said, read the laws. Never do we see any proposal on how we're going to disarm criminals, but only put handcuffs on you, the law-abiding citizens. Yeah, we don't like that either. So while all these bills sound good to many from a safety perspective, they really don't do anything to keep people safe. And we continue to hear so many anti-gun promises, and of course they like to use terms like gun sense and gun safety to make it appear that they are supporting gun owners, but they're not, they don't, and they're not going to stop until this American population is disarmed. And let me just say this, they're going to be fighting forever because we're not going to let that happen. Let them blow all their money. Yep. So these folks don't seem to realize that the Second Amendment was not an afterthought, and it was not an amenity that was just added to the Constitution. You know, everybody sort of focuses on the infringe, shall not be infringed, shall not be unquestioned. I like to focus on the necessary part, right? Necessary for the security of a free state. That's just as important, that it's necessary that we, as Americans, have our right to bear arms, necessary to be free from tyrannical government and to protect ourselves and our family. And we are living in interesting times. Our representative over here mentioned the numbers. We have 5 million new gun owners in America in 3 months. 5 million. Welcome to the Second Amendment. And many of these folks willingly admit that they had been anti-gun before. And so in the midst of riots and uprisings, arsons, campaigns to defund the police, all these atrocious actions are making people realize and understand that they have to be their own protectors, and they are choosing guns as their method of self-protection. And I can't say that their reasons make me happy, because they don't. I find them despicable, and I'm sad that it's come to such a harsh reality that these formerly anti-gun people had to have this awakening when this liberty of the Second Amendment has been available to them and everyone all along. Better late than never. That's a great line. I should have added that. So the Second Amendment really is for everyone. You know, I had some new folks out on the range yesterday who wanted to protect themselves. Their business was threatened by rioters. And I said, look, this doesn't tell you to change your ideals just because you want to assert your Second Amendment right. The 2A is for everyone, and without limitations and without restrictions. So it's my hope that people everywhere continue to, or begin to, freely exercise their 2A rights, make a lot of noise about it, and make sure that these politicians and anti-activist groups know that their position about restricting our rights is not welcome. That's when you scream. All laws gun laws are an overreach of government intrusion. Like this gal says, we don't need one more gun law. So I'm asking every gun owner for a pledge to the gun vote. Gun vote. Know where your reps stand on the gun platform and let them know you're not going to tolerate any infringements on your right to keep and bear arms, and ask them to vote no. Email them. Be present. Vote no on any legislation that's going to restrict your gun rights. So here's to the Gun Vote 2020. We believe in education over legislation. Hashtag elect freedom. Check out dcproject.info, what the ladies for Women for Gun Rights are doing nationwide to help protect our freedom. Go PA, gun vote.